What's up, y'all? What's going on? This is YV Magazine Radio. Real excited to be here right today, man. Having a good time. Fortunately, Jules couldn't make my co-host Jules couldn't make it today, nor could the photographer Virginia. But much love to them, man. Much shout out. We know they doing their thing. What's up, DJ Lover?
What's up, guys? Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday.
Man, we're happy to be here. It's a cold, rainy day. But right here, right now, I'm real happy to have my guest right here. Like, I really appreciate him rocking with me. He was on the cover of our issue. Like, he's been doing his thing. I'm real proud of him. Yo, what's going on, man?
I appreciate
Lou Hefner
man.
from Hit City Records. How you doing, man?
I'm over here working, man, just real busy. When I'm low-key, usually low-key and quiet, I'm usually up to something. As Khaled would say, I'm up to something.
And man, I really like the chain too, man.
Oh, appreciate it, man. That's a
yo.
performance piece. I usually wear it in my performances. My other jewelry getting clean, so I said, let me just pull it out, come show love. You know?
Man, I appreciate you showing love to me, and definitely from the moment I met you, and I talked to you, you've been showing me mad love.
I appreciate
that.
You creating a carbon footprint and a platform for artists to showcase their talent. So, man, I appreciate you, and I appreciate her because she's the DJ. DJs are much necessary and so needed in this game right now. You know what I'm saying? Official DJs like her that come out and put on and give the carbon footprint and a platform for artists to showcase their talent, man. I can't be more appreciative.
Yeah, man. That's why we also about to do that too. Hopefully, in 2017, we trying to drop a mixtape and just make it, help even more people put the name out there. That's what we're about.
New music alert. If you're not on this mixtape, you ain't on no mixtape.
That's right.
That's facts. That's facts.
It's coming, y'all. YV Music is coming. Please tell us what inspired you to start Hit City Records.
Well, to give artists the chance and an opportunity. Everyone deserves an opportunity. If you don't have an opportunity and they're not giving you the chance to have one, you got to make one. So I was already working with Invisible Bully, and I've been in the industry mixing it up, getting loopy with a lot of people. But Bad Boy was really the company that embraced me. So I'm watching them like a fly on the wall and learning from D-Rock, April Butler. Shout out to them. Uncle Ty, shout out Uncle Ty, you already. I just learned from them. They just showed me the way. So I just wanted to create a platform for artists that I believe in and that believe in themselves.
Exactly. That's what it's about at the end of the day.
So if you believe in yourself and you invest 100% in yourself, then my 100% will make 200%, and we can just keep going and going and going,
Exactly. We could have said better than that.
Facts.
Where did the name come from?
Hit City Records. Man, we was like my man had like a little setup like that, but it was like a bar. Yeah. And he had his turntables on top of the bar in his crib. And he lived on top of an auto mechanic shop. And we were trying to come up with a name. We were originally La Familia. And then I had got, as a kid, you get into your little troubles. Yeah. I went to jail. Then I found out, La Familia is a Spanish gang. And I was so I ain't give a fuck. I'm 6'3". I'm totally you Spanish niggas. You know what I'm saying? So I just was looking for a name that could really go commercial and play both sides of the fence and had meaning and depth to me. And I always idolized Rockefeller. I always thought Jay-Z had it locked with down to his chain. So I used to want a rock chain. Used to until I got my own shit. You know what I'm saying? Then once I learned that the start your own wave is the best wave.
Definitely.
Then you'll be legendary and leave your
mark.
Your mark
you definitely
game,
are, man. Because when you make moves, it really like I'm looking at it, I'm like, dang, you making big moves, like you making moves, and everything, your swag, your name of your company, all that. You really did do what you set out to make it like a name, like a brand. Yeah, make it big.
I had to. I can't front like it's my staff. Shout out to Mary Poppins.
Shout out to her,
Shout out to Chunchi, Crystal, Chi Chi. Shout out to happy birthday, by the way, Chi Chi. Happy belated. I'm moving around so much. It's my staff. Really, if you have dedicated crew that's behind you, and they willing to push themselves to the max, then you can't ask for anything else. You know what I'm saying?
Teamwork, man. I feel you. Same way I got my great team right here.
Yeah, I see you. I came to you. Let's be clear. I came to him. I saw his wave, and I was like, man, that's a wave that's gonna catch him off guard. You know?
I'm trying, man. Thank you. I appreciate
Definitely
that.
climbing,
Real,
definitely, bro.
Real recognized, real.
Yeah, always.
Who's some of the artists that you working with? You bring to your label?
Well, I'm working with Big Homie Green. We got a song out called Maserati Swerve. I'm working with Charms, and I'm working with Yasmin Soul, and I'm also working with my man Li Fresh. Man, he got my next single coming out called On Go. We're gonna release it like around Halloween because it's got like a Halloween thing, you know.
Yeah.
What else? Who else I'm working with? C4, shout out to C4. He just pulled up. I'm very interested in him as an artist. I think this young guy is very talented. Like, if I play one song,
yeah, you just feel it. Like, you connect to it. Yeah.
It's like rare you see a kid, like a young guy, like with so much talent, and you can look in his eyes and just know. Like when I look in her eyes, I know she's ready.
Yeah.
She's ready. She's like, I hope he shut up. I hope he shut up so I can spin. So
yeah, it's definitely good when you're working around people who as hungry as you and they want it. They want to get to that end point, that success. Definitely. What's I gonna say to you? I'm sorry about that.
Can you tell us about your new single, On Go?
On Go, man. On Go. We shot it in where we shot it at, Mary? Vernon, New Jersey. We had 275 acres. We didn't use that many acres, but we had it to play with because we rented it, but we used like a small percentage. It was like every time I shoot a video, I try to go bigger, bigger, bigger. I want people to understand that when we shoot a video, it's 100% done by us, edited, directed, shot, makeup, everything. So if the video is successful, that's all us.
Shout out to the team for that.
And
That's
if
it.
it fails, that's all us. You know what I'm saying? It never changed. Everything's it's just we just be looking at each other like we fucked up. we did. Sometimes we get out of our means, but there's one thing I learned: there's nothing out of your means if it's material. Yeah. If it's materialistic, it's not out of your means.
Yeah, right. Oh,
health,
man, kick the science, bro.
Health, is something you gotta cherish, and respect and knowledge. These things you gotta cherish because anything materialistic could be taken away from you in a blink of an eye.
Yeah. Absolutely.
God bless the dead, Chinks Drugs, and all the people that didn't make it, But those are the people I watch and I study, I study the success and I also study the failures.
Yeah.
More than the success, because the failure will help you in your struggles. And everything I thought I failed at was actually a success.
Yeah, because you learn.
Yes.
Every failure is a lesson learned, and you grow.
And I love listening to new artists. If a new artist jump in my DM like, yo, listen to my music, I always listen to it because I just like to catch the vibe. Man, the vibe is something you can't. Like if you hear a song that nobody never heard, it's hard to do that nowadays. We ain't got the DJ clues to be like, hold up, come back next week. You know what I'm saying? Nah, ain't no hold up. It's we giving you the whole song today, and he gonna drop a mixtape tonight, and by the time you get to bed, by 3 a.m., he gonna drop another single. That's how music has evolved. It's so fast, and it's changed. The kids is more like about the vibe, less of the lyrics. Kids want to have fun because the era changed. It's so hard to get into a situation. Like, I don't think the kids really understand how hard it is to be like how we grew up.
Yeah, I know you're talking.
You know what I'm saying?
Different
like
times.
Yeah, like everything's on the phone.
Yeah.
And you telling on yourself 24/7. You know what I'm saying? So if like everything is real time, you know what I'm saying? But back in our day, somebody got snuffed. You heard about it maybe a week later.
Yeah, it
if somebody
took 'em
wasn't
on.
scared to tell it, and then, you know, so it's real time. So I'm living in a world with these kids that are catching the vibe and they want to have fun and they're doing their music, and it's dope because this is their era, and our era had our time. If you did whatever you did with it with the music, that's what you did with it. Let's like a Beanie Siegel, you know.
Yeah.
He did what he did with his era. He could never be mad at the next era because they're gonna do what they're gonna do despite whatever's gonna be done.
Yeah.
So when I see kids on the come up and they're struggling and they're going hard, I'm like, yeah, I want to catch the vibe with you. I want to be in that mix. You know, I want to hear that, and I want to find the next DJ.
Listen, I'm right here.
You know, I want to find the next DJ. I'm doing it. I'm doing events at my recording studio. We got a 3-floor studio. We do photography, film, post-production, and music. We're going to be doing a lot of events. It's very innovative. I had to make a studio that was like, what's going to be different from every other studio? So I made it very innovative. Like we got touchscreen coffee tables, movie theater.
Fancy.
Robot carpet cleaner. Because Mary Poppins don't vacuum. We got a lot of innovative stuff. You know, we got every video game in the world in there. We got cable, Google Chrome, whatever that shit is, a Fire Stick. We don't watch none of it, but it's very innovative. We wanted to make it, you know, like when you walk in, it catch you.
Yeah.
Because what's gonna make us different, and even down to the texture of the carpet, you know, the shit sink right in those toes. You going to sleep. And that's another thing. We ain't got no windows in our studio, so you lose track of time. So we're building.
You might fall. Yeah, you get too relaxed.
So we're building a shower, jacuzzi, and you know, all up in the studio. Independent, no deal, no nothing.
Yeah,
we the deal. Let me stop saying that. No deal, because we the deal.
You the deal.
Word.
So
That's
you also act, right? You
Yeah.
won a SAG award.
Yeah, I just got my SAG, man. I just got my
man.
SAG. I'm proud of that.
Congrats on that.
I'm a
Congrats.
certified actor, so, you know, but not an actor like I'm playing around, but like an actor like I'm getting paid to do the script, you heard? Like, so.
Yeah, and was filming a movie with Patty Cakes on the Rita Powers management. Can you tell us about that?
Yes, Rita Powers. Actually, Rita is my best friend's mom. She was, she used to work in a restaurant, bro. And she lived across the street. She used to make some banging chicken cutlets. So I used to hang out with my boy, John Doe. And John Doe used to be like, yo, Lou, you know, come through, play video games. And his mom come home from work. Next thing you know, we grow up. His mom's into the movies. She's like, yo, you should do the modeling thing. So I did the modeling thing. And from the modeling thing, I went to the acting thing. And then runway, print, every little thing I did, you know. And she kept me in the loop. So as her company grew, I grew. I didn't know she was gonna be doing shows with Chris Rock, the girl from Twilight,
Wow.
whole crew of Saturday Night Live, Jamie Foxx.
Yeah.
I didn't know she was gonna be that big, so it's a blessing to me that I was in the loop, and I stayed down till I came up. I want everybody to understand you gotta stay down till you come up, and it's not gonna be a fast come up.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Because I was like 13. Maybe younger, right, Mary? Maybe a little younger, and I'm 33 now, and she came up, and she ain't forget. But it's how hard I worked. There was sometimes I didn't get paid. There was sometimes it was just a better look for me, you know, and I stayed down till I came up.
That well, you said something very important, and definitely, you know, you talk about people meeting artists that are hungry and all that. But I think that's very important what you said right there. It's not always about the money. The money will come later.
Oh yeah.
You have to sometimes put in the work. You gotta crawl before you gotta you know.
The money will come later.
It will come later.
Not part of my soul to interject. The money will come later, but you gotta work. You gotta get a job.
Yeah.
You gotta get a job. You know, you gotta feed yourself.
Yeah.
We don't want to be looking at somebody looking finicky on the stage and then about to collapse. You know what I'm saying? Like we you know, you gotta stay dressed nice. You know, you gotta you gotta keep up.
I don't mean to be a bum now.
Yeah, because these niggas, they would take it literally. We curse on here, right?
Yeah.
They would take it literally and be like, listen, I'm a savage now, so I don't need to eat. I don't need to do nothing. I kill for a living, and I kill to eat.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm directing the youth. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to be an example for the youth that you can do it. You know what I'm saying? I really don't want to follow any other trend other than the trend that I'm designing for myself and with my colleagues, because there'll never be another Mary Poppins. There'll never be another Chunchi. There'll never be another Chi Chi, Man Green, or Jay Atlas. When I look for artists or people to surround myself with, I want to surround myself with legendary people like you, like her. Like when I walked in, I got a dope vibe from her, and I caught a vibe from him. He's about his business. He was like, "Let's live. Stop playing. Stop playing." He said, "That's all y'all do is play."
His business. Ever since I came here.
Listen. Let me get this man a pound. I'm about to break my leg trying to give him a pound.
Nah. He's like, just
business.
go.
Word.
He about his business. He was like, get to getting. So, I appreciate him for that. A lot of people come in and they play games, man. I ain't about the games unless it's game time,
Yeah.
But anyway.
So can you tell us something about your experience of being a spokesman for the original Soup Man? Like, how was that? How did that come about?
Oh, that was amazing. That was legendary. Like I said again, legendary people. Somebody who recently passed away, maybe a year or two. He's very close to me. His name is Michael DeToro from Staten Island. Real cool Italian guy. You know how Italian guys are. Staten Island. You from Staten Island, Lou? Eh? Yeah, come over here, Biscuit. Let me put your hand. Let me show you how to get some real money. He put me on Wall Street. And I was on Wall Street, and I was like, what am I doing here? He was like, listen, all you got to do is smile for the cameras and eat this soup. And he got me a check. Wow. And then he also taught me ins and outs about going public in Wall Street. And his son was very adamant. His son's name is also Michael DeToro. So left another legend behind. The father passed, and he left his son. And his son always checks in on me, always makes sure I'm good. Yeah. That's like, you're only as strong as your weakest link in the ties you have in this business, whether it's entertainment or anything. Everything is tied into what you're doing. And if you can't tie it in, you have to figure it out to expand your brand. Yeah. So Mr. DeToro put me with Superman, and next thing you know, I'm with Shaq. I'm with the girl, the guy George Costanza. And then I'm with Michelle Obama with the skinny soup, and the soup is still taking off. It's still taking off. It's very expensive, but that's why.
That's quality.
That's it.
You eating good. You gotta eat good. So
that's right.
I messed with them a little bit, and then me and Shaq became friends. Shout out to Marcus. Shout out to his nephew. Shaq is hilarious. I tell his story a million times. One year, New Year's Eve, he called me up. The phone rang. He's like, hello? I was like, who's this? He's like, Shaq. Shaq who? He said, Shaq. I said, Shaq who? And he goes, Lou, there's only one Shaq. I said, phone dropped. And then his nephew called me and said, yeah, he's in town for the tip-off. He wanted to bring you out. I said, you tell Shaq I'm never, ever, ever going to be comfortable with him calling my phone ever in life, because that's Shaq food, that's Shaq Diesel, that's Superman, that's the Shaq sneakers, that's Shaq. Shaq Attack.
Word.
They even made a foul after him, that Shaq a hack. That's facts though. They said no more Shaq a hack. They just got rid of that call though. You can't hack the big man. But as I go on and I meet people, I try to stay grounded. I try to do my own food shopping. I won't do my own laundry. I won't do that.
Nobody wants to do laundry.
Nah, man. I dropped that thing off, man. Weigh that by the pound. Shout out to and I meet a legendary and amazing people. I met this guy named Muscle Team Fuzz. He's a good friend of mine. Big guy, you can't miss him. Big as that door. He got walking sideways. He's A1. You go to Jersey, you mention his name, you probably get some free ice cream or something. Might even get some money. No,
like, word, I'm on my way.
Yeah, but Buzz he's that guy, man. And even like people like him would never steer his team wrong. So I had to get under that wing and soak up the energy and the vibes because sometimes I am human, so I think negative things sometimes, and you need people around you to go, nah, it's all right. You don't need that negativity.
Yeah.
And he's just one of those guys, man, that I'll never forget in my life. And he's still around, and he's blessed, and I love being around him. He makes everything fun. That's why his crew is lit, and they got a song out right now called his new artist JV got a song called Check, and I was featured in that video. He gave me a little part, gave me an opportunity, to dust off the acting dust and get back in there and stuff. So we did a little segment in there. It's funny. It's a good video, man.
All right.
It's called Check by JV. Go check that out.
All right, check that out, y'all. You heard real quick.
Yeah.
Let's take a quick minute. Let's get into one of your songs.
What songs you got?
What you want to play? I got Main Swerve. I got Ride or Die. I got On Go. What up? Let me know.
Let's do it for the ladies. Let's go to Ride or Die because they all ride or die.
Let's get into that music. Let's go.
Chance, I could show you I'm the right one. You keep looking for seasons when you need you a lifer. Baby, tell me where you really wanna be. Ain't no fooling with a girl like me. Through any weather, boy, you know I'm all for it. When it's sunny, when it's pouring, still be riding in a foreign line. You know it's do or die when I ride with you. Won't be reaching for the sky, wanna fly with you.
I'ma put you first, shorty, ain't nothing coming after you. You riding on my right side, shorty, you can be my passenger. Stay down till you come up tryna get them bands up. Hey, won't give you up, ain't no switching plans up. Honest with you, my heart is with you when I ain't with you. When I kiss you, it's official without a whistle. They try to get you, they try to hit you when I ain't with you. They making issues, they try to diss you when they can get you.
I'll hold you down, 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 down. I'll hold you down, 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 down. Baby, tell me where you really wanna be. Ain't no fooling with a girl like me. Through any weather, boy, you know I'm all for it. When it's sunny, when it's pouring, still be riding in a foreign line. You know it's do or die when I ride with you. Won't be reaching for the sky, wanna fly with you.
My shorty will hold it down, she be mobbing. My shorty's around and she be with the shits. I'm a king, I got my queen, that's forever. I got a winner, I ain't worried about no bit. She's the flyest, she ain't walking in with the talking. Jeans with the Timbs, the bubble poking. She stay New Yorkin', she truly focused. So school and money, it got me open. She wrote the cutters and she ain't bowling, she always glowing.
Baby, tell me where you really wanna be. Ain't no fooling with a girl like me. Any weather, boy, you know I'm all for it. When it's sunny, when it's pouring, still be riding in a foreign line. You know it's do or die when I ride with you. Won't be reaching for the sky, wanna fly with you. I'll hold you down, 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 down. I'll hold you down, 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 down. I'll hold you down, 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 down. I'll hold you down, 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 down.
This a us thing, not a they thing. Ay, only team us, she get the big ring. Ay, this a us thing, not a they thing.
New music
Ay,
on
only
DSN
team
Radio.
us, she
Check us
team
out
big
on the
ring.
Matrix
Ay,
Studios Network.com. Or on the TuneIn app. We're bringing you the most influential artists in the world.
I really appreciate you for having Nico come up here.
Oh my God, yo,
Nico,
man, yo,
That's
Nico.
my guy.
That's the
my
guy right there.
That's
Yo,
my guy.
let me tell you, you go. Where's Nico at? What part of New York is he at? Upstate? Wherever Nico's at, it don't even matter. Brooklyn, upstate, Rhode Island, Long Island, wherever he go, that's where the party's at. I'm telling you, and have a helmet because he's jumping on that bike and you going with him.
He kicked the first freestyle on the show.
First freestyle?
Yeah,
Oh, then I'm gonna be number 2. I'm gonna be number 2.
Oh, okay, good. Oh, okay.
I give you
That's
a
what's
little
up.
sign.
All right, we ready. Before we get into that, can you tell me, you actually was the face of Invisible Belly, right?
Invisible Bully.
Bully,
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
that's
Can you tell us about
D
that?
Rock Butler and April Butler's brand. They have a clothing line they did with Puff because Puff is their best friend and business partner and boss. So the line came from Biggie's, one of his lines. He said Invisible Bully, and D Rock kept the essence alive by taking that name and making it a brand because D Rock is actually the Invisible Bully. He was. But Invisible Bully means if you believe in the invisible, you can achieve the impossible. So he was the invisible guy. Nobody knew Biggie was gonna be Biggie, but D Rock valued him on that level. That was his friend, and he wanted his friend to shine.
Yeah.
But who knew his friend would surpass shining, be legendary?
Yeah.
Like once again, that word, man. That's the word of the day, legendary, man.
Legendary.
So I need a Sesame Street person. Where did it you know? But anyway, like D Rock, he was filming Big and taking pictures of Big. He has this archive of all his stuff, and he can tell you the craziest stories, not just about Big, but about the whole team. Big is just the cherry on top, you know? But to hear these stories and be blessed with a living legend, D-Rock is a living legend. If you don't own any Invisible Bully stuff, support the movement. Go and get you some Invisible Bully stuff. And it is what it means to you. That's what I learned. You know, whatever it means to you, that's how you should cherish things.
And you also was the ambassador of New York.
Yes, they gave me the nickname. They gave me the nickname because she would ask me to do things, and I'd be like in Staten Island, and she'd be like, well, I need to get something in the Bronx in 2 minutes. So I would just call my people in the Bronx, be like, yo, go do this. Or they'd be like, oh, I need something in Queens. And I said, my people in Queens or whatever. And she's like, can we go anywhere? You don't know anybody? I was like, I'm like the ambassador of New York. She said, you are the ambassador. And that name just stuck with me. And I thank them for giving me the name. And it's made my brand expand. It just keeps expanding because I keep that good vibe and I kick it with good legendary people, keep them around me, man.
Yeah, but I must admit that, I didn't, first time we meeting, we talked before, but I didn't know, like, first of all, you mad cool, you mad humble, and I get that vibe from you. You're inspiring me because you got a legendary vibe about you.
I appreciate
like 100%.
that. I appreciate
Definitely.
I get that from you. Like, your vibe is, like, making me want to step up my game, like, a lot.
Let me tell you what legendary is. My definition, if you don't mind. Legendary is what you're doing, is what you guys are doing. Every time you step out your house, every time you walk to the store, every time you talk to somebody in the street, and you leave an impression on them, whether it's a homeless person, whether it's a person with $1 million, you have to leave an impression on them and let them remember you. Because if they don't remember you, money, cars, clothes, all that shit will just be gone. It doesn't matter. But to leave an impression on somebody is the best thing you could ever do, because somebody could strip me naked and I'll still be the same person. You know what I'm saying? You could take the house, you could take the car, you could take the jewelry, you could take the studio, you could take everything from me. I'm going to still be the same person. And everybody's going to say, yo, if God forbid, knock on wood, something ever happened, they're going to say, man, if Lou was here, or if you were here, if she was here, this would never happen. And that's what you want. That's what you want. So you similar to a demigod. You immortalizing your name like Pac did. Pac really immortalized his name. And I study people like the Pacs, the Bigs, the Jay-Z's, the Nas's, and I watch how they threaded their own fabric. DJ Khaled now.
Oh.
Nobody believed. They were laughing at him. They thought it was a joke. Now you wish he say another one. You know what I'm saying?
Everywhere, man.
Yeah. Don't take people for granted because you never know who's going to be who tomorrow, you know? I never take anyone for granted. And I just lead by example, too. You'll never see me out there making you look bad, because I'm a representation of you and you, because we met.
Right.
Yeah.
If we touched fabric, shook hands, and I told you what type of character I was, you could believe in that character. So I'm not going to be like a janky promoter and be like, come to the club, and you standing outside the club for 10,000 hours, you know, or you can't get a drink, or, you know, the hospitality has to start from where you're at and where you met forever,
Yeah.
infinity. And if you don't carry yourself as such, you're going to have that black cloud. And that black cloud is just crazy. That's why if I do something mean, my squad knows if I'm in the wrong, an apology will come before the day's over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before the day's over, I don't know how I'm going to do it, but it will come. And I always keep that in mind, that sorry, people go, save your sorry, or sorry ain't shit. Sorry just words. If you mean it, it's a different story.
Yeah.
Sometimes you see people, I just seen a guy on Instagram murder somebody, walked in like a thug, dreads and everything. I don't forgot where it was. And then he collapsed when he found out he got life. And when he belted out, I'm sorry, he meant that shit. But unfortunately,
you
Gotta leave what you sow. That's it.
it's no words. It's just that.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, you know what I'm saying? That's how it go. That's how the game go. You make your own destiny.
Definitely, I believe in that.
You can't fix your
I believe
past,
it too.
but you can make your future.
Yeah. Choices.
Facts, choices, definitely.
So, what are some of your future career goals? Like, what do you aspire to do?
Working with you.
Oh, listen, let's make it happen.
Working with you. I
man.
want to mixtape with y'all.
Let's make it happen.
Listen, that's an easy one. I'll tell you that right now, because Hot 97, Power 105, all these radio stations had their they still leading the game. You know, they're doing their thing. But guess what? This is what counts the most. You guys are what counts the most. The logo's down there, right?
Yeah, YB Mag
I
Radio.
don't be pointing at air. They like, what the fuck you pointing at? You know, that's what counts the most, because people forget that hip hop was from an era of make it yourself, like pirate radio stations.
Yeah.
So if you don't jump on this wave right now, you're gonna miss out. And I say that about every radio station that's independent that I go on, because y'all guys are the Hot 97s and Power 105s. And if you artists don't come out and bring your A game, then what's the point even holding yourself to the standards of people that are on their way out?
Yeah.
Like, they're on their way out, whether they like it or not. Whether they like it or not. I'm on my way out, whether I like it or not. You're not on your way out because you're young as hell.
You think so?
Oh, I think.
Black don't crack. Let's
Oh,
say that.
You know what I'm saying?
Let's get into a freestyle, man.
Yo, we could do that.
Let's do that, man. The second freestyle we ever gonna have on it from the Hit City Records CEO. You know what I mean? So we about to do this. We gonna drop the beat on.
Let's go.
Yeah. Check it. These figures is perpetrating, they talking, I hear them hating. These actors are so deceiving, see often I don't believe them. Really they wanna be him, I'm ballin', they tryna DM. They shooters, they hitting nothing, I see them, they really front. Talking like they bust their gun. See them and they can run. What the fuck is this? I don't understand it, son. They making it hard for real to eat. Cause gangsters don't talk, we keep it real discreet. A G is what you claim to be. Fake don't pertain to me. Matter of fact, them and pussies kinda look the same to me. Why they keep on stressing me? Why they keep on testing me? I earn my stripes, so I call it like a referee. Handle my altercations, I'm caught between God and Satan. I kill him, then hell is waiting. I kill him, then hell is waiting. Fuck it, then. Fuck it though, make me a reservation. Fuck it then. Fuck it though, make me a reservation. Okay, let's get it.
Let's go.
Check it. Yo, I'm a more than one. Collecting women, hoarding them. I don't like regular chicks, so I'm importing them to women in the bed. Plus, half I put them on one menage like Nicki with the sex. I'm the best one. Subtle and I'm dope. A puddle to a boat. My dick and balls is a team. We had a huddle in the throat. What's a bed to a city that doesn't sleep? Useless. My pockets is meat and money, so let me introduce this. In the streets, ruthless. In the streets, ruthless. Don't let your first hangover leave you toothless. I'm on my second hangover, monkey on my back stress. I'm with an actress who's trying to act less, like I won't bend her over and leave her on the mattress. Only thing hot is me, light a cigarette, match this. Light a cigarette, match this.
Alright,
Okay.
real hip hop, y'all. You hear me? Man, it's your show.
Let
It's your
that
world
rock,
right
let that
now,
rock.
baby.
Woo!
Yo, it's your world. Go ahead.
Okay.
DJ
That
Love.
was so good. I had to put the name on that one.
I'm glad I could bless it. You got another beat?
Yeah, sure.
Let's get it. Let's get it.
Man, the vibe in here is crazy right now.
We
you know
gotta
what I
keep
mean?
it
I feel
going.
like I'm about to spit, and I know I can't. It's serious right now, all right?
We're gonna do some new school real quick. Let's see what we can do with this.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Yeah. She said, I'm a little dress. I'm a little... Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Listen. Yeah. Check it. From the top of my city, you pussy don't ride with me. Me and John Doe, we whipping the 550. Hoes all in the car. None of them gunshots were hoes that knock pocket money and hate cock. I'm fly shit wearing, take your bitch and we sharing. You, yeah, you, what the fuck you hard of hearing? Think your ego too big, won't fit in the casket. We shooting and blasting like bowlers, I passion. Got chains on chains, like bowlers, I passion. Got girls on me, like I'm sporting the fashion. Getting cake, motherfucker. Drake, motherfucker, no OVO, straight cash money, fucker. Call me up, no plans, suck me off, no hands. All in the mouth, like I'm checking for a glance. From under the city to the top of the world, it's just me and old girl. Get rid of that hood life, no sneakers and jeans at places I go to. Couple low-key spots, if you down, I could take you. Breakfast in the Hilton in the morning if you're not busy. Penthouse view overlooking the city. Third night I'm sliding jeans off. Shorty, it's a Rizzy. Why would you let me? Cause shorty, I'm sexy. Do it in the car, my tint is darker than Pepsi. Backley and Wesley, who better than I? Pipe game, I have it in the days, feeling the high. Cause if you a bird, be a bird, don't tell me a lie. Fly pelican fly, fly pelican fly.
That's what I love, man. You hear that? Good hip hop, baby. You know what I mean? Thank you, man. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna say it real right now. This, and I ain't never said this on the air before, but this is definitely one of my favorite shows. You
I
one of my
appreciate
favorite
it.
people.
Word,
I appreciate it
word.
right here.
I try to leave a lot of gems, more
Yo.
gems than rap, and more. Because when they look back at this, I want them to look back and say, well, they were really talking that talk, you know,
Yeah.
and not just talking that fluff shit. Because I'm not really about the fluff. I like to show and prove. When I tell somebody something, I don't want them to be like, well, he said it, but he ain't got it. You know what I'm saying? Or
Word.
Jay-Z, I used to listen to Jay-Z and he used to say lines like, rap about it now, hope you get it later. Do a couple shows, hope you niggas is saving up. And I took that as like, that's facts.
Word.
These niggas is rapping about it now, he ain't even got it.
Got it.
You know what I'm saying? So I said, I made it my business. I made it my duty to go out there and get it before I say it. So if I say it, you know what it means.
You gotta manifest that. That's it.
Facts.
That's it.
Facts.
So what's your social media information?
Pretty much, I'll make it easy. Just Google me. Just Google it. It'll
heard
pop
the
up.
man?
City Records, Lou Hefner, you
Yeah,
heard?
yeah.
Definitely, man. And God, thank you so much for being on the show. Anything we didn't touch base on?
I know I gotta shout out a few people.
Yeah, go ahead, man. Give a shout out.
Shout out to people at Sprint for holding that phone. You know what I'm saying? Because Lord knows the iPhone 7 Plus, Lord knows. Shout out to Franco Asiago. Shout out to JV. Those two artists right now killing the game. Shout out to C4. Shout out to Broadway. Ain't nothing bigger than the beard. Shout out to Man. Shout out to Green. Shout out to Mary Poppins. The whole Hit City staff. Shout out to Yoel, my only reggaeton artist, Spanish-speaking artist I have on my company. I just want to shout out everybody, man. I know. Shout out Omar Green. Shout out Freaky Ty. Lil Psycho, Big Ock. That's a DJ you got linked with him.
All right,
He
let me know.
like 6'4". His head be touching the ceiling and shit, but he good. He good money. DJ Big Ock, man. He the man. He the Woody. Oh, shout out to DJ Architect. Oh my God, man. He be heating up the white clubs. They don't even know what trap music is, but they be dancing.
Oh, that's what's
They
up.
be dancing. They be like, Dad, is he coughing?
All right, man. Big shout out to you, man.
Yeah,
Word.
man.
Thank you
Appreciate
for
that.
coming through.
All day.
Appreciate-
Big shout out to
appreciate
y'all,
that.
man.
Yeah, thank you.
for,
Appreciate that.
thank you for having me up here, man. This
Shout
is
out to
making history right
to
here.
your team, all you guys, wish you guys tons of success. You're really doing your thing, and we're proud of all you guys, man. Shout out to my team, YB family. You guys know who you are, and appreciate everyone that listen and support us. And it's more to come. We're not done. YB Films is here. YB Music is coming. Mixtape right here. A lot of things is going on, and next year we're trying to take over the game. All right. Thank you so much. Support, follow. You see, it's real. All right, real hip hop. Thank you, y'all.
Yo, man, it's here.
DJ Love Her.
I gotta go on.